What is up, guys? My name is Corey, and welcome back to another episode of the Juggernaut with Every Gun. And guys, today we're coming at you with the Skorpions, and I believe we are on episode number 30. I want to say it's 35 or 36. We're getting close to finishing it up. We got one more video after this, guys, and it is 36. And guys, I just want to say this has been a long road to finishing all these guns. It's been a lot of videos. I hope you've really been enjoying it, I've enjoyed making these. I enjoyed getting these juggernauts for the most part, and overall, it's been worth it. I've found something that I enjoy doing, and it's really fun making these videos. And yeah, so what I want to talk about today is something that I want to say this first off. I fucking hate standardized testing, and I don't know if they do it in other states. I'm pretty sure they do, but things like the PSAT and the ACT, I don't mind. I don't mind those as much, but I just freaking hate like tests that you have to pass in order to move on to the next grade. And I live in Texas, and what we have to do is we have to take this thing called tax, and basically it's you go and there are 4 subjects. Every grade you'll not. I don't want to say get a different different subject, but every year you'll get reading and math, and then some years you'll get like science and social studies and stuff. But you get dumb stuff like that, and you're like tested over it, and it's like if you don't pass, you have to either retake it, and if you don't pass it when you retake it, then you retake it again, and then if you don't pass it, then you fail. So basically, it's really stupid. It's like everyone knows how to read and write and all this bullshit. There's no point in it. I honestly think it's the dumbest thing, because kids stress so much over it, and it's really not a big deal. And I think it's just I was sitting in there in my test, like we have to go to certain rooms and test and stuff, and it was so boring. Like I finished we started at about 8 or 8:30 or 8:40 or something like that, and I finished around 12 or maybe 12 or 1 or something like that. But literally we had to stay in the room for 8 hours, and it was so boring because like I don't know how people really don't finish tests in 8 hours. Like, you have 8 hours to finish, like, a 50-question test and write a story. Literally, it's not that hard. Like, and I wish I had I wish I was allowed to take a picture of my story, so that way I could rewrite it, because I thought it was a really good fucking story. It was, we had to write about, and they gave us the stupidest prompts. Literally, like, I believe last time we took the test, it was like, write about a time you thought you were right, but you were wrong, and it's just stupid stuff like that. It can't be like, write about a time when you were happy. It can't be easy things. It's gotta be fucking stupid, retarded things like that. So, we had to write about was like, write about the time you saw something in a new way, and no kid actually, like, puts down, like, most kids will use, like, a real story, for an example, and then they'll, like, change it to make it easier to write about. They'll change up stuff that didn't happen, and they'll add stuff. Which, that's just common. Most people do that, really easy. But, I wrote about something that I had actually figured out about yesterday. And I wrote about the Coney thing, Coney 2012, because, that kind of opened my eyes a little bit to kind of, we all live in anyone who lives in the United States or maybe any other place where, like, it's not really that bad, I kind of, like, we're really oblivious to what goes on in the world. Because if you watch the video, if you haven't, it's kind of inspiring. I know, like, there's been a lot of, like, controversy surrounding the video and a bunch of, like, the charity and stuff. But what I want to say is that it is, like, it was really amazing, and it opened my eyes, like, because, as I was saying, we're really blind to what goes on in the world. Like, before that, we all have this kind of mindset where, like, we are given so much opportunity in the United States. If you live here in the United States, which I do, I'm given so much opportunity and so many chances to succeed and do great things and change lives. But if you think about it, we kind of have this mindset to where everything is like this. Like, the whole world is basically the same as us. We think that since we're gifted, everyone is. When in reality, we're not. The world is completely different overseas and in Africa and China and all those other different continents. And, we think that it's just all the same. We really don't think about how different it is over there. Because before I watched that video, I had never thought about anyone like that. I just kind of figured there were like, I figured it was kind of like the same everywhere except, didn't have as many rights, but I didn't think it was that as bad as they made it out to be. Like, maybe it's not that bad, but the way that video portrayed Uganda, it seems pretty bad over there. And, you know, I had never thought about anything like that until yesterday. And it opens your eyes to really what goes on in the world. Because we all have this mind, we, like, grow up thinking, the world is perfect, if we could just end the war in Iraq, we'd be set. Yes, guys, we would be set. The United States would be in really good shape if we won the war in Iraq and everything. But if you think about it, who would be benefiting? Only us. No one really else is like, heck yeah, they won the war. Now we don't have to worry about anything. No, that really only would help us. That would not help many other people. It's not like because we won the war, we're gonna change all our focus to other matters going on in the world, like this whole thing in Uganda. It's just we have these mindsets, and our eyes are we're so blinded by what we think is right. We grow up thinking that, the world is just this happy place where everything is perfect, and we think everyone is the same as us. We think whatever's happening here is happening basically everywhere. When if you think about it, people say about how the American dollar is getting weaker, but if you think about it, it's not getting weaker that slow, because think about it, guys. If we're doing bad, that means a lot of other places are doing bad too. It doesn't mean that just because we're doing bad does not mean that everyone in the world is doing great. It means that other people are probably doing bad too in the world. And just things like this, you have to go and, I don't want to say research because I know no one will go and start researching things like this, but you have to kind of open your mind to what actually is going on in the world. Because we all have this predetermined idea of what really is happening. We think that we know what's going on in the world, but really we just know what's going on in our environment. And by environment, I'm talking about the United States, because we really have no clue what is actually happening in the world outside of our borders. I mean, we hear about these little things in other states, but until yesterday, I'm pretty sure half the United States, I'm pretty sure 75% of the United States, at least, I would say close to 90, had no idea about what was going on in Uganda. No one had any idea about there was a person named Joseph Kony. And, it's just something you have to open your mind to what really is happening in the world, guys. This has been Corey, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.